to continue for the slice, we're going to actually work on the drop shot slice, basically on a cross court slice. And the difference between a cross court soft drop shot slice is actually going for the angles and very soft towards closer to the net rather than going to the baseline. As you know, we worked on the down the line slice for even the forehand or even the backhand. You step in and take it more aggressive. We worked on the previous video, but this one, again, when you have your opponent all the way to the baseline and they're running and give you a short ball, you can actually trick them, and instead of going forward and going for big slice or big forehand, you can change your grip to a continental or shake hand right here, and then you're just gonna step in and going for the angle right there. As you see, you're gonna aim for the cone. You can do a self feed again, or you can have your partner feed you a ball, and you do that, and you can actually take turns with your partner. Your partner stands there and you do it again and take turns. So basically you have your racket up as if you're gonna, you know, swing it or slice it forward or deep, but at the last second, instead of going out for a volley, for a slice, you're gonna actually coming down and across after the ball bounce. So again, you let the ball bounce, you step in, and you come down and across. See how much the running they're gonna do if they're at the baseline? So make sure you're gonna step in and coming down and across this way. And do it again. I'm coming up and coming across. As you see, I'm coming around the ball. So the ball is here, I'm coming around and coming across this way. So do it again, coming up and then just coming down and across for the ball. And the closer to the net, of course, the better. And then going towards the alleys as the second bounce. So coming here, let it bounce, and then it's going to the alleys. That's a very effective that they have to run and cover a lot of room to get that shot. And doing the same thing for the backhand. We're going to do the same thing, have my racket up. Again, this is clear when we did the slice. You were stepping in and going the backward spiral when you want to go down the line and deep. But this time, we're going to go think about they just hit a ball, short ball from the forehand, and you're coming in, and instead of going deep again for slice, you can go for the angle that they can run. So basically, you're going to come down and across again. See how the racket, you're going to come around the ball and coming down across. Just like think about a volley or the sharp angle for the volleys, but you're actually going to step in and coming around with a, you know, a drop shot. So I'm going to step in, bounce, and then coming around again. Do it again. I'm going to step with a bounce and then coming around again. And you can actually, if you get better, you can actually back up a little bit to the service line and do that. This actually be more challenging because the further back you are, the harder you get to get that soft touch and the feel without hitting the net. So I'm going to do this again, coming around and then coming across. As you see here, I'm going to step, coming around and coming across. Very effective again. If you can step and then keep doing it. And now you're getting better. I'm going to go 2 steps back and do it again. Keep the racket up and then coming down and across. And of course, you can do the same thing on the forehand side. Every time you do it right, you can take 1 step back and do it again. So I'm stepping in, I'm coming around and across. One more time. I'm going to step in, coming down and across. Get that feel. Of course, you don't want to swing too hard because that ball can just float or go out. So you want to get that feel to come down and across for the ball. As you see, I already missed a couple, but more, you know, I practiced, I'm getting better. And then the last one, possibly inside. I would not recommend try to do this drop shot from the baseline, but probably halfway from the service line to the baseline. This is probably your best practice right there, and just go here. And of course, I'm trying to, you know, overhit it, but now I'm getting much better feel of it. And of course, you can try to get that soft hand and the feel of it and how many times you can do it without missing right here. So thank you again. That was the cross court drop shot volley, and then we worked on the cross court forehand drop shot volley as well. Have a great day.